Prepare for battle.
Nailed it. Rock on. Surrender to the omniscience.
It's always an exciting factor when we're heading to this. If Vice are able to kind of hit back after that game one, maybe looking to try and prove themselves here, especially against a team like TNC. If they can take a map where they have been playing pretty well, honestly. They're down at the bottom, but they are, I guess, tied up with two other teams, Neon and Motivate. Well, after that loss, in particular. But so they are, what have they done? They tied against Execration, they tied against Neon as well, and then lost first Dog 2-0. So they've taken some maps off some teams. We'll see if they're going to be able to take another map off a higher team in TNC.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on seeing some clinks within the Southeast Asia region to try and deal with this Sven. You're able to quickly burst him down, roam around. You get your gold from kills, and better to get that from than the Sven, who doesn't really have too much of an escape mechanism.
Need to kind of have an advantage, and before the Medusa really feels super strong, or is it, do you think they can still go late game?
I think they just need to be... I don't see a way that they're going to come out of this mid lane with a win. I think they just need to put everything in onto their side lanes, and that sucks considering Medusa kind of is the win condition this time around. Very few teams do that, the mid lane being the game ender for your team. But I think it's just going to be creating enough tempo from that pressure from the side lanes, just getting hyper aggressive, getting these thirst stacks up, and trying to take out Gabbi so that he's not able to be this presence when it does transition into the mid game.
Yeah, they've also got Gabbi solo at the moment. They were trying to set up with Tim's banishment, crush into Febby's follow-up, which would have been a lot of kill threat opportunity, but now they're going to send in bot, so this will be the safe lane doom for Gabbi. Let's see how this one's going to end up faring for him. They do at least have some way to keep him in the blood right with the shackles, depending on how well they're able to play with these two heroes, if it's kind of near the trees.
Toss back here onto Armel, onto the tower. Bob's doing this really well in the lane.
Has to pick up a point in the mana shield there as well, unfortunately. So sometimes you don't see too early levels in it, but nice to fade from Bob with the early attention, and
plants his own tree just so that he doesn't have to walk back and grab one.
It's just dominance right there. Just saying, I don't give a damn about my Iron Branch. I don't want to eat it. I'm just use the tree and try and keep right-clicking you down, but it's a good start for him at the moment. Medusa CSing under the tower, could be a little bit awkward considering the pressure that Bob can put out.
Yeah, as well with Bob previously, he prioritized everything onto getting denies through as opposed to the last hits to make sure that the wave push underneath his tower, he gets that 3 extra armor from the tier 1, and even though Armel was trying to harass him a little bit, he was still able to get a few of these crucial last hits. Even his positioning, he gets hit by the snake there, but previously in the lane when he had a full creep wave next to him, he made sure he was off to the side, none of the Mystic Snake jumps hitting onto him, so just, yeah, really nicely played all throughout.
It's going. The Tims and KP combo, they should be able to find a decent amount of pressure, especially if the Omni kind of gets pushed up a little bit too far. With we saw last game that banishment setting up for the split earth from the Lesh. It's going to be nice to be able to allow the Slardar to get on top of it. Bot lane, Gabbi is going to take a little bit of damage here. We see the shackles in the blood right, but it is going to get to the stage where they might go a bit too far. Like if Gabbi gets a couple of extra levels soon, like around level 5, if he puts 2 more points in the Scorch Earth, where he's just going to max out the Devour, it's still going to be very difficult. They got to burst him, otherwise he's just going to have to sustain, and if they dive, then that Scorch Earth is going to do a lot of damage.
A little lucky there, being able to pick up the Hellbear Smasher. Did not turn it on. Guess he just doesn't want the ability for free. 15 attack speed, bro. Alright.
He just doesn't want it. He's like, no, I'm chilling.
Regen's going to be helpful, just to allow Febby to focus a little bit more on getting some of these stacks up, getting these pulls through. Stacks a bit of Tajan. I'm hearing an avalanche. Not tossing him down underneath the tower just yet.
They're going on Febby though. He's in trouble. Blood right finds the connection. And Enryu with 2 points in the thirst should be able to chase down the eventual spirit here. So it's going to be our first blood. Vice with one to claim it. And Ryu has this urn just complete. Unfortunately after the kill, but nonetheless it's going to be a pretty quick timing for him. We've even got the rotations coming through from both the supports. Who's going to get the power in? Looks like Tim's will be able to. Bob's very weak at that mid side, so really wanted to get the follow-up, and they don't get a refill from Zenki either.
Has been killed.
Be careful, like I was saying before, he's standing underneath the tower. There's a couple of mangoes over to Bob actually, and the salve coming through to him. And what's he got now? Is this the bottle? No, just the boots of speed coming through for Bob.
See, they've already got a stack at the moment of the hard camp, and Shadow Demon utilizing that illusion rune. He's going to be able to hold that to the minute mark to find some extra. But man, Armel takes a lot of damage to that combo.
Obviously needing the tree grabs for the last hits, so not doing quite as much as might like, but still. There's always that kill threat now. It's something that you need to be prioritizing on the rest of TNC's heroes. 5-minute mark coming up. Bob's been able to push the wave out a little bit, so he'll be uncontested as he grabs this bounty rune. Might even look for the rotation of boss. No, the wave's pushed underneath the tower, so nicely done by Armel.
See, the Tim's utilizing that illusion as well. We got a stack on the Ancient, so there's 2 up there at the moment. Still yet to see a kill for TNC, but they're hunting Palos up top, who's gonna have mana if he wants to pop the one to give him some space, but he's just gonna be able to run himself away. So it's been a pretty passive laning stage, although Gabbi might be in trouble. That blood right power shot not doing enough there, only level 1. With a Selv and 2 points in the Devour, he's got a decent amount of sustain though to keep him afloat.
He's got the cloak aura as well now on the Doom, so enjoy being able to withstand a little bit more of the harass that's coming out from the Windranger. Always nice.
Gets
changes it up for the shockwave yet.
Yeah, I guess the not really doing much because the pure damage from Enryu, and Samael's only got 1 point in the power shot, but Gabbi. You see the constant harassment, but being able to get that kill at the moment, they just need an extra +1.
Yeah. So starting. Febby has 1, I believe, in the Radiant jungle, and then yeah, this tri-camp. It's just all Tim's.
Cool.
Okay, they managed to get the kill in onto Gabbi, even through that level 3 Devour as well as the Unholy Aura. So ton of regen, not worth anything if you're able to pump out the damage.
It's a nice little kill to find as well if they can, you know, delay. If you have a really good early game on the Doom, you can just completely take over with the, you know, pretty much free Radiance, what, like 7 minutes in, depending on how you skill build, and it can be almost, you know, too much for the enemy team to deal with. And, you know, we can see Gabbi as well just be kind of the playmaker that I thought we might see them pick up for mid. You know, of course, they put the Medusa there, but, you know, Gabbi's still going to be able to fulfill a similar role. And I do like what Bob's doing, though, at least trying to hunt down the stacks. I believe Tim's actually took the hard stack at the moment here, so...
Oh, yeah. He took that quad stack.
What did he get? Level 4 now from him, so he was I think it was only level 2 before he was able to take it, or maybe 3, because he probably needed the extra Shadow Poison.
Yeah. Yeah, blocked up the stack as well, Bob, by moving through that Ancient camp, so he knew a little bit on Tim's that he had to be playing somewhat more carefully.
What about Dire? They're a team that wants some stacks as well. There's none by the triangle for the Sven. You know, they've been playing the Windranger with Enryu in this bottom lane, but they got the level 6 on Doom now, so they might try and utilize it here as Enryu. He's in trouble. I mean, I was going to try and come over. They might need some extra help with the TP rotation. Let's see if it's going to be enough with the Omniknight, however. Shackle's going to hold the back. Actually finds both of them. So actually the Bloodseeker moves forward. Let's see. Oh my god, run to your Omni. Oh, okay. Thank the Lord. I was going to say that could be a little bit awkward there as Bob. No, he's got the phase and the wind laser. He's going to be able to close the distance on Febby. So they're actually going to punish that as Doom's ultimate is committed. You know, keep in mind though, it does free up top, so kpii. Not that the Slardar able to really do too much to the tower, but a little bit of harassment, and it is also freeing up Armel as well. But you know, the big thing is they waste the Doom there.
And Tim's is just back to farming, you know, doing pos 4 things. You know, I'm a core. I don't look like it.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The thing that I'm not quite as big a fan of on Vice's side this time, other than the Raft, which I mentioned before, but the wards that they've got up, it's not exactly a lineup that heavily specializes in ganking potential, right? Like the Medusa, no high kill potential super early on. Shadow Demon and Venge, you know that they're going to be going for these stacks, which, you know, happen throughout the tri-camp area. So I don't know if you need these two defensive wards happening around above your tier 1 tower. If anything, I would have tried to, you know, maybe get a smoke up, place it a little bit deeper. Febby thinks that it was warded up, but it's just a mispull coming through there from Tim. So wasting a sentry ward there.
Middle tower is under attack.
At least being a team guy and making sure they can find some stacks, but Armel mid might be in trouble. Bob's already used the combo. Palos going to try and get in range. So be careful how further they want to make this attempt, as Tim's has got the survivability. But that is a lot of movements forced to the mid lane, as that tier 1 tower top's just going to get claimed, and you know, Dire still haven't been able to trade the tower down bot at the moment. Gabbi just being kind of this defensive factor of the Doom, always shoving out the lane. So we might see Vice try and opt to take the bottom tower here pretty soon.
You see that Armel laughing voice line in the chat?
I see Gabbi dying at the moment though. Ruptured up, sets off for the blood ride and the shackles, so there is no help coming out. Where's the laugh? Yeah, I see the laugh. What's he laughing at?
I'm assuming maybe KP taking the royal jelly for himself instead of giving it over to his Medusa.
Classic KP. Usually the sacrificial one, but not this time. He's like, no, I think I need the jelly.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I think I'd like to have a good time this game.
Every coin helps.
See Armel at the moment. I mean, he's already got the Yasha, double Wraith Band treads. He's been able to start farming up the stacks here at the moment, and we're seeing Bob make the rotations. He hasn't got the blink just yet, of course, a bit too early on for that. But with the Arcane Rune, it's going to allow the combination to be back up, so with the Avalanche will be able to secure the kill on Tims. Meanwhile, they do find the kill on Palos down bot, who was trying to take the tier 1 tower. Armel with the rest of TNC coming down to pressure that one out. So that's going to be the first kill actually here for TNC, 11 minutes in.
Cost them the Doom as well, so a little better for Vice than I was originally thinking. Even just trying to put a lot of the harass onto the mid lane. You had KP committing along with Armel previously. All it needs is Enryu just to drop down that blood right, and you're not really caring about any sort of push. It's such a non-committal high damage spell.
Bob finds KP, still just utilizing that arcane, really trying to be a bit of a nuisance at the moment. You know, we can see this hero ramp up with a lot of kill threat, especially the supports from TNC always have to be careful. He's still got the combo back up. KP with 3 points up in the sprint though, and now has Bob committed a little bit too far. Okay, he's got to be careful. He's got the missile back up, but they haven't been able to get in range to utilize that missile stun. But Gabbi's going to show up as well. Ruptures slightly controlling him, but he does have a lot of regen if he wants to continue chasing. But it looks like the rupture from Enryu is trying to at least disrupt them from TNC.
Just a little slow right now. Febby might be in danger somewhat. He's been able to kite it out nicely though.
Armel as well in the river, gets a swap away, keeps Bob alive, but now it looks like Enryu is the first movement speak on enough. KP just in range for the crush. They got the swap away. Febby just hit the 6-2. So second kill here for TNC. And you see the aim of the game for them is to keep this tier 1 tower mid alive for as long as possible. It's such an important tower for the Medusa just to enable you to freely farm that jungle. On top. Windranger.
They try and farm the mid lane as much as they can, but Samael is just trying to push this wave out as much as possible.
Yeah,
cost him his life, but he gets the wave.
You brought up you're picking the Windranger into the Shadow Demon. Never feels too nice. That demonic purge is going to completely take away the effect of your Windrun usage, and you know, costing him. He's trying to do whatever he can to shove it out, but yeah, it's going to be a kill nonetheless for TNC.
It's Gabbi going here. Different of a build. Okay, gone into a blade mail ahead of something like a BKB or a blink dagger or an axe. Not something that you always see. Maybe just trying to build up his armor, pop the blade mail, and run away from the Bloodseeker, assuming that he's going to try popping it onto him.
Dire. Thinking about coming over. Palos looks like he wants to try and get involved with the God Strength and maybe take away a little bit of farm as well. It's getting to the stage where Palos could start to be a little bit tricky for them to deal with, but it looks like actually Enryu up top. Oh, he's next to the tier 2 tower. Are there any rotations just yet? It looks like there's not going to be, so Enryu will end up falling here. Meanwhile, what's going on mid-rated? They need to try and defend the tower instantly. Armel phase checking. They're going to toss him away, but Medusa with the Sanj and Yasha right now is actually pretty hard to bring down, especially with the Omniknight, who doesn't provide them too much damage. So Bob is getting chased down. Crush going to prevent the disengage. Zenki unable to get in range to get anything off. That's going to be a nice kill for them.
Samael.
He's in trouble here. Let's see if he can get in range. kpii swap on the high ground. No, just there. The cast range is so low early on. Oh, he's actually going to go run back up here. Dodges the power shot. Now he needs to go back in. He's got another magic missile. Febby playing with fire. The instant tip from Palos.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And now, meanwhile, they also get that tier 1 mid. So yeah, now this does open up Roche, considering you've got a lot of minus armor from TNC.
Armel just continuing to put his foot down. You know, 3-0-0. Level 14, he's taken out the jungle camps as well. They're even stacking the Dire jungle. There are no camps these guys can't stack.
It's just the efficiency. Tims wants it. He's like, call you Medusa. Let me utilize you a little bit. Try and get my own farm. Shut up the lane. That's going to be so nice.
Mid with the Medusa illusion.
Alright, here we go. This is a pretty decent timing here from Vice. They pick up the blink on the Tiny. That's kind of about it. I mean, they do have the Atos as well on the Bloodseeker, but
so late, honestly.
Yeah.
Tiny timing. You did a fantastic job in the super early game, but you can just see the differential now. 4,000 net worth separating the Tiny and the Medusa, just because of the great team play that's been coming out from TNC.
Jeez, Medusa's got 183 lost hits compared to the 81. Tiny's the lowest out of all the cores, so yeah, really struggling. This is a hero that can thrive off getting pickoffs and, you know, finding kills to transition your net worth, not really getting, you know, too much gold. But again, name of the game, TNC, you have to protect this tower. Gabbi is going to TP him without the help of the rest of the team, and man, he might just get shredded here, but kpii with counter up until he's going to be able to keep Doom alive. Enryu's hunting on the backline, but Tims gets the protection now with the purge. kpii's still got to be careful here because he's ruptured up, but Vice, they don't feel comfortable diving under the tower. kpii, nice banishment. Bob's going to get swapped back in. Shackles controls Febby. Palos going to try and do what he can with the cleave here, helping out with the purification as well, but the diving pretty far. kpii's going to fall once again. Now Armel, they're going to force the turret here with the Stone Gaze. They at least get the protection thanks to Zenki's ultimate. But once, oh, Bob, there we go, top of the backline. He actually finds a double key with the Avatos combo, but Tims just gets in range for the banishment. He's got this 8th lens, so, you know, the price to pay here for the Tiny is his life. Dire, they're still coming over. Looks like they want to force this. They catch out the Medusa. He's still got a lot of health to utilize, but only a little bit of mana though. But where's the extra help coming through from Vice? It looks like it's not there. Palos is actually back farming the triangle, and if Gabbi as well, if he wants to hunt down Zenki, he's got the Infernal Blade to cancel TP. Looks like Tims will do it nonetheless. So yes, Vice get a couple of kills, but the punishment is going to be their own lives here, as they have not done a good job at taking this tier 1 tower mid. Just TNC put their bodies on the line, and that's a double for Armel.
Might be a Roche as well. kpii TP straight towards the mid lane. Hero's starting to move. You're getting the split shot going on here. They know there's no God Strength to be able to contest it. No Guardian Angel. Prime time.
This is starting to get pretty scary, considering how farm the Medusa is at the moment. Actually ahead of the Sven. And he's going for a BKB as next item, but if they already have the Aegis by then, this could start to get pretty difficult here.
Tossing up the possibility, but
Dire's middle tower
just looking for one more pickoff before they're going to try and make that kind of play. They know that they're in an advantageous position. Just the butterfly is the thing that they're mostly concerned about. Windranger, it's a position 4. You revealed the Meteor Hammer in that previous engagement, so either he's not building it at all, or it's going to be a long time until that Monkey King bar is going to factor.
Looks like he's got a Blink, Lotus, and Diffusal Blade queued up, so yeah, might be a bit of time until we do see that MKB eventually. But you see they're posturing around the Roche. Bob's going to get revealed here, needs to get the Blink off after the Purge, but they've got the ward on top of the backline if they want to continue hunting.
Palos is doing a good job though. He's ratting this tier 2 tower down bottom.
It's a big tower for them to claim because it's going to be before the 20-minute mark. But Gabbi, he's going in, drops the Doom. There's no more follow-up, although Febby nicely done, gets the swap. But no, there's no extra. Now they're going to be careful how deep they want to go. Palos, he's got a decent amount of time left with the God Strength. Going to try and turn with the BKB pop. Armel completely out of mana, but now with the Stone Gates, it forces Palos to disengage here. Do they want to still stick around on TNC because Armel hasn't got any mana and they're incredibly deep with Bob with the counter up. Finds a Shadow Demon. They've got very good vision in the area, so it sees whenever Vice push up forward, finally will get taken care of. So meanwhile, they got that tier 2. Someone's need to go bot and get the outpost though, because they didn't claim it before they TP'd back.
Radiant's middle
Looks like
tower
the general
is
area where they're
under
trying to fight. Mid tower also still is yet to be
Surrender to
taken,
the
so
omniscience.
I'm not going to be pretty happy about that.
Radiant
Bob
structures
going for
are
any sort of pick off on the
fortified.
backside, so they
Giants
even
are
pop the
scanning.
glyph just to make sure that the creep wave does survive for that couple of seconds longer.
Now Medusa didn't get mana back after this, but man, look at them go to work. Armel with his butterfly completed. Bob's falling low. Febby's got the swap. And he's in ultra trouble mode here. So, I mean, they get the Guardian Angel out, but it's not going to matter. Tim's comes through with the Purge, and they're hunting for more. Samael gets a little bit of protection with the 2-man shackles, but Gabbi on top of the side is going to find another support here as he's chasing down Zenki. KP out of range with the crush. Vice, they are getting pushed underneath their own tier 2 tower. It's another beautiful shackles as well, but man, look at TNC just running a rampant right now. Gabbi once again moving forward here. But, yeah,
Not taking the outpost, so nice little experience bonus coming through for Vice. Windranger picking up the tome as well, so that's her level 11. Start to get the focus fire finally. Worried about doing any right click damage. It's all abilities right now.
let's see if they go in. Yeah, they will. All right, KP has got the level 12. Doom's even got a medallion coming out as well, so it's going to be an immense amount of Iron Sign. I mean, this Solar Crest would be great as the game goes on to buff up Armel. They need to do something. But it looks like Roche is falling a bit too fast at the moment, but they're coming over. Palos, he's got the BKB, he's got the God Strength as well. The fight could break out. You see Radiant, they're going to smoke up KP. Can he counter up forward? Bob's going to try to get inside, but now with the Stone Gate, it's going to make it very difficult. It's going to kind of get away with the Bloodlight too, but beautifully done from KP. Disrupts the fall. Now Palos is purged up as well. Doesn't want to pop the BKB just yet. Medusa's used a lot of her mana, so he's going to be careful. Now with Doom, it's a little bit too late. BKB pop swap keeps Gabbi alive. They're still moving forward. Now with the Rupture as well, but the match comes through from KP, disrupting the Sven. They just need to disengage, but the Doom and the last right click from Armel's got to be enough. They'll end up losing their core. What more can they get though from TNC? Bob's on the high ground. Still the bounty. He's going to have to blink up pretty soon as well, but a TP from KP is going to try and cut him off. Oh, nice use of the tree. There's still no TP available though from the Tiny. KP is going to blink up pretty soon. Bob's just waiting until he follows up. Still gets the crush though, Bob. Well, playing around with fire. Meanwhile, mid though, Armel falling incredibly low, but look at the turn, man. The split shot just shreds them down, and Enryu will pay the price, and this might be just a full-man wipe as KP still hunting Bob. Bash, crush, might even follow up. He's going to be careful about the Avatos combination. Goes back in afterwards when he's got the blink available. There's the banishment just in the nick of time. He's going to keep KP alive, and finally Bob. I mean, he wasted a lot, but doesn't really work out much in their favor considering they still ended up all dying.
I mean, if anything, I'd say that's KP wasting his time, because when the Sven's dead, no one else is capable of frontlining right now. The Bloodseeker is all based around these single target pickoffs, not full 5-man team wipes and 5-man engagements. That is entirely on the shoulders of Bob.
Windranger coming over, doesn't find the shackles. Now Febby's going to swap. They got the ward on the high ground, and Zenki just won't be able to get in range. This is a god-like Medusa 22 minutes into the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep.
I don't know about this one. This is looking pretty goddamn grim. 9,000 net worth lead. They're just dragging all the waves. Armel's just continuing
Dire's
to
top
get
tower
fat.
is under attack.
And if they haven't been able to deal with the Medusa right now, imagine later on with the buff from the Venge, the Slardar, even if they go some utility items as well, like the Solar Crest that Doom is working into.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Nearly has his Skadi as well, level 20 approaching
Dire
soon.
are scanning.
And how do they still fight? Because you have the Aegis on Medusa for another 2 minutes 40. So, I mean, they're going to try and smoke and wrap all the way around. They might actually get KP, but never mind. He's just so fast through the river. And now they got the higher ground, so let's see if they're aware of this yet. Beautiful position for KP. Bob is going to blink up instantly. Smoke's going to pop. KP disengaged, but now Armel's on the front line. You got to be careful here, because going on the Medusa with the extra life's not going to work in your favor. Gabbi instantly going to try and find the backline here. Enryu gets the ultimate, but the instant purge going to be able to get rid of the Guardian Angel. Palos going to try and turn, but it doesn't matter. Armel's already done way too much damage. Now they even find Zenki. 2 down, make it 3. TNC have such an awareness of exactly where Vice are playing at every stage of this game. The turn from KP, posturing on the high ground, and they are just styling on them.
It must be a nice game to play for Tim's. Like, Shadow Demon is so good against this lineup. All you need to do is use the Soul Catcher onto the Sven earlier than ideal Guardian Angel, use the Demonic Purge, and you've won the team fight. Straight up. There was nothing they could do. They even popped the God Strength. They popped the fourth use of the BKB on that one there.
Oh god, it's down to 7 seconds. They haven't done anything with it. Oh, it's really rough right now. I mean, it's felt like they've gotten so much out of this Aegis. It's still 1:20 left. And look at them just siege. I mean, Scotty picked up. They've got the Solar Crest. There's not much they can do right now, honestly. I mean, look how defensive they're playing. Febby's also got that level 12 as well, and the Vlad, so they're going to try and toss him. Doesn't go too far away, however. No, he's just sticking his ground.
Still has Aegis.
Just a full set. They'll chuck up the rupture, maybe get the toss away. That's what they're looking for. See how much damage is going to be. But Armel, he just gets tickled now. They'll get the Storm Ember. It's nice. 2-man shackles to the banishment once again. The protection. And Vice just can't heavily commit. Zenki swap back. Bob's getting chased down. Blinks up in a couple seconds. Scorcher. It's going to pop that one, but it doesn't matter. Armel, beyond godlike. You still got the Aegis to be able to utilize another 35 seconds, and well, there we go. Bob's going to toss back KP. This could be pretty difficult here. Can they get him range to help him out? It looks like he's falling low. Shackles nicely played from Samael. At least be able to secure that one. Palos is in as well. Purge controlling up Palos. Want to stick around, they can double back. There's still a tier 2 mid that they're playing so aggressively in front of here, but they need to try and turn and stand with the Medusa as Gabbi with the blink forward. They've got the Stone Gauge, so the retreat's going to make it very difficult. Bob on the high gun is going to try and turn. Almost gets stunned up here. Now, meanwhile as well, Enryu chasing down Febby, so they get an extra kill. Bob's still hunting too.
10 seconds on this Aegis. They could potentially go one more time, but oddly enough, fighting all the time into that Aegis, and then finally when it's about to go away, they're like, you know what, let's just go back to farming.
26 minutes in, a 16,000 net worth lead. They already get a full set of racks when there's still a tier 2 and tier 1 down, but they are looking incredibly strong right now, and the driver's seat they are for TNC. And well, this ward as well, just completely scouting them out. Palos and Zenki underneath. They're going to see Windranger, literally everyone, so probably anticipating potentially smoke to come out soon.
Just the value of vision. Love it.
How close is Tim's to Ags? Oh god, he's got it. It's such a good Ags game.
It's such a good Shadow Demon game. It is in general. He's got the cast range, he's got the Aether Lens. The only thing he could possibly ask for beyond this is a keen optic.
Here we go.
Telescope.
Smoke on smoke. It's going to end up popping. Dire. They got a nice ward on the high ground, but look at Armel's positioning right now. Rupture toss away. Doom instantly on top of the Tiny, and Armel does not give a shit. He's just going to turn around and shred him through. They pop the ultimate from the Omniknight, but the damage, it just isn't there. Look at the control on this Sven. The Aghanim's just doing so much work. Palos with the BKB does absolutely nothing, man. TNC, the draft looks beautiful, like the Shadow Demon in this game. You know, we saw earlier on the answer with the Omniknight and the Sven was that mag combined up, you know, with another core, sorry, the mag and the, you know, what was it, the Timber? What was the answer now? Now I'm forgetting. It's been a long night.
For what situation?
When the Sven and Omni got picked up, but it was a Timber and something,
Timber.
right? Yeah. And now it's just a different one. You know, you see the answer from TNC. They go to Shadow Demon, and I mean, already had such a good last game, and it just literally deals with both the heroes, and I don't know, it's just, you let that...
Mag Juggernaut.
Yeah.
It's the counter there. Just the aggressive timings, the winning lane. The thing for me is with this Windranger, like, you had it for last pick, you know, and you've given it to your position before. This isn't a win condition for you. It feels like
Armel
would feel nice kind of thing, you know.
I mean, they don't even care how far he gets tossed in. He's got 2,800 HP, almost 2,000 mana as well. Like, they're attempting whatever they can do to bring him down. Oh, it's just so difficult. You know, they're going to try once again. Bob tosses KP in. Armel just instantly turning. Bob's going to get melted through. Gabbi with the blink on top of the backside as well. Finds Zenki. 2 down from Vice. They don't have buyback, and I mean, props for them for at least staying around for this long, but this game feels well and truly over, and you know, TNC are just looking to try and close up this series now.
Surely they go for throne after this. You don't need to back up and go for tier 1, 2, and eventually 3. They're just going to push the advantage.
Very impressed with TNC so far throughout the series. KP, damn, that is a bit of a BM TP to say the least from someone as passive as KP is, but Vice, well, Tiny's coming up in 10 seconds. Let's see if they can mount some form of a defense, but I mean, that's Lotus Sword picked up on Gabbi. Armel's got a Satanic, so you haven't been able to go through him already, and now he's even got a Satanic to be able to play around with. It really feels like, I mean, you got to kill Venge and Shadow Demon, that's it, but the beautiful positioning from the supports and also from Medusa, just sitting so far in the front line. But they're going to try and attempt this, but I don't think they're going to be able to pop the stone getters now. This Venge just turned to stone, instantly melted. Omni's going to join them in the grave as well, and yeah, finally they'll call it quits as TNC, they'll 2-0 the open qualifier team.
And put themselves...
TNC Predator. Victory.
The only one that can overtake is coming up in our next series, which is T1 against Team Dog. So pretty spicy, and you have to say that TNC are still the #1 team, and this is with Febby, who